So Rita, how do you stay informed about industry trends and developments, and how do you incorporate this information into your day-to-day decision-making process at Luza?
Fazer parte do grupo Cronos permite-nos duas situações bastante importantes. Uma é termos a massa crítica que um grupo tão grande nos permite. E por outro lado, conseguirmos fazer parte de programas que a Microsoft lança, como o Pilot ou outros projetos, que nos vão permitir manter-nos sempre atualizados. Nelson, what is your long-term strategic plan for the company, and how do you plan to achieve it?
Of course, surviving, that's the first thing. No, I'm just kidding. The first thing is to see and take into the spirit of the Chronos, which means creating new startups within our team, seeking for the people who really have a desire to start maybe new technology, different technology within the Microsoft suite or even outside of that. The second one, that will be on the midterm. For the short term, we really would like to have youngsters, people coming from the university, and getting them into the team and with our medias and our senior people, so they can evolve into new projects, international projects. And third, and not last, at least I need to say, and that's on the long term. We really want to see what we could do with people who are disabled within Portugal. We really want to help the community and see whether we could open up space and also capabilities within the group, but also outside of the group, to help these people, but also to give them a good salary. So that's really for the long term, to see what we could do around that. So Rita, how do you measure success for your startup Luza?
Para começar, não é minha startup, é a nossa startup. Nós somos uma equipa e o compromisso é dos dois e trabalhamos em dupla. E o sucesso acho que também vem daí, vem da aposta que fazemos um no outro e na conseguir levar este projeto por diante. Mas há 3 fatores que nos fazem medir se está a correr bem. O primeiro é a satisfação dos nossos colaboradores. São eles que vão fazer a diferença e são eles que vão inspirar a contratação de mais pessoas. O segundo é a satisfação dos nossos clientes. Temos estado a trabalhar com sister companies e até agora o feedback é muito positivo e é um indicador de sucesso. E o terceiro, obviamente, os princípios de gestão, temos que cumprir um budget e estar em linha com ele. Portanto, basicamente são estes 3, plus o business partner. What steps have you taken to attract and retain a diverse workforce? And how do you ensure that your company culture promotes diversity, equity, and inclusion?
Yes, being a small and startup, of course, we will grow to a bigger one. I think we already started with our diversity by having 2 managing partners, one Rita and myself. So I think everything starts from the people who also created the company. We really believe so. That's the first step. And I think seeing the population of IT people in Portugal, which has around 40% of female, I'm not sure if that's 100% sure, but I think it's around 38-40%. There's a lot of possibilities for us to create a diverse workforce. But as I already told, one of the things which we have on the long term is also to look at this disability and how we could incorporate that disability. So diversity not only about men and women and colored people, but also the disability, people with a disability, and see how Luza could help. I think that, well, myself and Rita, my managing partner and co-founder of Luza, also has a big interest, and I think everything starts with us, but also giving our people that message, and that they are aware that we take that very seriously. But again, we are small, we will grow, but as long as we stay believing in it, then I'm sure that we will be a diverse, equity and inclusion company moving forward, and hopefully even in the long term is not even necessary, because it's very common in the world that we have these values in every company.